I've spent years traveling across Asia, wandering through its endless cities and hidden corners, always searching for the pulse that makes each place unique. I've dived deep into the busiest, most vibrant street food scenes you can imagine, places where every step brings a new aroma, a new flavor, and a new story. The sounds, the smells, the energy, it's what makes this part of the world so special. There's a constant buzz, a sense that something exciting is always just around the corner. Think of Bangkok's Khao San Road, packed shoulder to shoulder with travelers from every corner of the globe, all drawn by the promise of adventure and connection. Or the bustling markets of Hoi An in Vietnam, where lanterns light up a sea of smiling faces, and laughter drifts through the night air. That energy was the lifeblood of these places, fueling not just the local economy, but the spirit of the community itself. But now, a strange and powerful silence has fallen over these once thriving hubs. The streets that once overflowed with life are eerily empty. Imagine walking down a street that used to be a river of people, but now you can hear your own footsteps echoing off the closed shutters of shops. The emptiness is almost surreal. The familiar sizzle of street food walks has been replaced by the gentle rustle of the wind, and the air feels heavier, as if holding its breath. The friendly calls of vendors are gone, replaced by a quiet that feels both peaceful and unsettling. This isn't just a quiet day, it's a complete transformation. The contrast between then and now is almost hard to believe. For so many places in Asia, tourism wasn't just a part of the economy, it was the entire economy. Families, businesses, and whole communities depended on the steady flow of visitors. Now that system has ground to a halt. Hotels stand empty, attractions are closed, and uncertainty hangs in the air. The party is over, and the cleanup is just beginning. The question now is, when and how will these places come alive again? Thailand, often called the Land of Smiles, has long been a beacon for travelers from all over the globe. Its warm hospitality, vibrant culture, and stunning natural beauty have made it a must-visit destination for decades. For years, Thailand was the undisputed king of tourism in Southeast Asia, drawing more visitors than any of its neighbors. Millions would flock to its world-famous beaches, eager to soak up the sun and experience the unique blend of relaxation and adventure. Its bustling cities, from the electric energy of Bangkok to the cultural charm of Chiang Mai, buzzed with life year-round, filled with both locals and tourists mingling together. But then, the recent global crisis hit Thailand like a tidal wave, causing the number of annual visitors to plummet from nearly 40 million to almost zero in a matter of weeks. The once vibrant energy of the streets has faded, replaced by a quiet hope and anticipation for the day when travelers will return and bring life back to these places. In Indonesia, especially on the island of Bali, the story is much the same. Bali's economy was almost entirely dependent on tourism, with countless families relying on visitors for their livelihoods. The beautiful emerald green rice terraces of Ubud, once filled with tourists snapping photos and exploring the landscape, and the surf-friendly beaches of Canggu, usually alive with surfers and sunseekers, are now eerily quiet and empty. For an island that thrived on its deep connection to the outside world, being suddenly cut off has been nothing short of devastating, leaving many to wonder when things will return to normal. Vietnam too was quickly rising as one of the hottest travel destinations on the planet. Its incredible street food, rich and complex history, and breathtaking natural landscapes like the iconic Ha Long Bay drew record numbers of tourists from every corner of the world. But the sudden stop in global travel hit Vietnam hard. Places like Ha Long Bay, once bustling with cruise boats and visitors, and the lantern-lit streets of Hoi An, usually glowing with life at night, are now dark, silent, and empty. These three countries have built their modern identities around being welcoming, open, and exciting places to visit, priding themselves on their hospitality and cultural richness. The collapse of tourism wasn't a slow decline, it was a sudden, shocking stop that no one could have predicted. This abrupt halt has left a massive hole in their economies and in the lives of millions who depend on visitors for their daily survival. The silence now echoing through these once bustling epicenters is a powerful reminder of just how connected and vulnerable our world has become, and how much we all look forward to the day when these vibrant places are filled with life once again. Behind every closed shop and empty hotel, there are untold stories of struggle and hope, hidden behind shuttered doors and silent streets. There are real people with real stories, Families, workers, and business owners whose lives have been turned upside down almost overnight. I met Somchai in Phuket, a tuk-tuk driver for 15 years. He once ferried tourists from sunrise to sunset, sharing stories and laughter with people from around the world. Now his tuk-tuk sits idle by the roadside, gathering dust, a symbol of dreams put on hold. To survive, he's turned to farming, growing vegetables on a small plot just to get by, learning new skills out of necessity. In Bali, Wayan owned a small guest house, once always fully booked with travelers from every corner of the globe. Now her rooms are empty, the hallways echoing with silence, and the vibrant energy of her business has faded away. She's had to let her loyal staff go, people who were like family, unsure if she'll ever be able to bring them back. The hardest part for many is the uncertainty. No one knows when or if things will return to normal. Every day brings new questions and few answers. The ripple effect is enormous, spreading far beyond the tourist hotspots and into every corner of the community. It's not just drivers and hotel owners, farmers, fishermen, laundry services, delivery workers, and countless others have all been hit hard. Artisans and craftspeople who once sold their goods to eager visitors now sit in empty markets with unsold wares. Entire supply chains have collapsed, leaving warehouses and markets deserted, and livelihoods in jeopardy. Many have left cities for rural villages, hoping to survive on subsistence farming, returning to ancestral lands in search of stability. The crisis has exposed just how fragile the system was, revealing cracks that were always there but easy to ignore in better times. Most tourism workers are part of the informal economy, with no savings or safety net to protect them from sudden loss. When their income disappeared overnight, they had nothing to fall back on, and every day is now a struggle to make ends meet. The human cost is immense, but so is the resilience. Communities are coming together, sharing what little they have, and supporting each other through the hardest times. People are doing whatever they can to survive, adapting, innovating, and finding new ways to earn a living, even if it means starting from scratch. These are the stories that don't always make the news, but they matter most. They are the heartbeat of these communities. The emotional and financial toll is growing every day, as families face tough choices and uncertain futures. This is the real face of the crisis, a story of hardship, but also of hope, courage, and the unbreakable spirit of people determined to endure. The main reason for this shocking collapse is, of course, the COVID-19 pandemic. As the virus spread, countries closed their borders and imposed strict travel bans. Flights were grounded, and the flow of international travel stopped overnight. For Asian countries built on tourism, this was catastrophic. But it wasn't just travel bans. Global economic fallout meant people lost jobs and couldn't afford to travel. Even those who could travel were hesitant, fearing the virus. Health and safety became the top priority, and leisure travel seemed too risky. It was a perfect storm: restrictions, recession, and fear. Both the supply of tourists and the ability to host them vanished. The result: empty streets, quiet beaches, and silent markets across Asia. Phuket, Thailand's largest island, was once a playground for the world. Patong Beach and Bangla Road, once alive with music and crowds, are now silent and dark. Massive resorts sit empty, their pools still and windows dark. Bali's Kuta Beach, once packed, is now a vast, empty expanse. Ubud's yoga studios and cafes are closed, the streets hollow. In Ha Long Bay, hundreds of cruise boats are moored and silent. The bay, once bustling, is now defined by stillness. These places were the crown jewels of Asian tourism. To see them empty is a powerful, sobering experience. The beauty remains, but the human element is gone. These ghost towns by the sea are a testament to the speed and scale of the collapse. It's a stark visual of what's been lost. The silence is unforgettable. Amid the devastation, there's been one surprising side effect. The environment has had a chance to heal. In Thailand, Maya Bay's coral reefs are recovering, and black-tip reef sharks have returned. With fewer boats and tourists, marine life is thriving and waters are clearer than ever. Rare sea turtles are nesting on quiet beaches. On land, air quality in cities like Chiang Mai has improved dramatically. National parks are quiet, wildlife is returning. This environmental recovery is a small but significant silver lining. It's sparked a conversation. How can we balance economic needs with environmental protection? The recovery shows what's possible when nature is given a chance. The goal now is to rebuild tourism more sustainably. The future must respect and preserve the natural beauty that draws visitors. Faced with crisis, governments and communities across Asia are fighting for survival. Thailand launched initiatives to boost domestic tourism, offering subsidies for hotel stays and flights. Indonesia is preparing for safe reopening, certifying hotels and promoting work from Bali for digital nomads. Vietnam has promoted domestic tourism and invested in infrastructure for a stronger recovery. Beyond government action, locals are adapting. Hotel chefs sell street food, tour guides teach online, shop owners go digital. Communities are supporting each other, sharing resources and finding new ways to survive. This fight for survival is everywhere. It's a testament to the strength and spirit of the people. They're determined to weather the storm and rebuild. Innovation and resilience are leading the way. The future of travel in Asia won't look like the past. The focus is shifting from mass tourism to more meaningful, sustainable travel. Countries want quality tourists, those who stay longer, spend more, and care about culture and the environment. Eco-tourism, wellness retreats and community-based travel will rise. Travelers will be encouraged to explore lesser-known destinations, spreading benefits more evenly. Local workers will need new skills, becoming cultural ambassadors and nature guides. Technology will play a huge role: contactless check-ins, digital health passports, and smart visitor management. The goal is safer, more efficient, and more sustainable travel. The future is a blend of high-tech and high-touch. The crisis has forced a global reset. Now is the chance to redesign tourism for the better. The next chapter can be brighter and more responsible. So, what can we do as travelers who care? Stay informed and interested. Don't let these destinations and their people fade from your mind. When travel returns, support small local businesses. Stay in family guest houses, eat at local restaurants, hire local guides, buy souvenirs directly from artisans, travel slower, stay longer, and connect with the culture. Be a responsible traveler, respect customs, minimize your environmental impact, and choose sustainable operators. The pandemic has shown how fragile our world is. The goal is to leave places better than we found them. The story of Asian tourism isn't over. A new chapter is beginning. By staying connected and traveling thoughtfully, we can help these countries rebuild stronger and more sustainably. The energy of Asia is waiting. Let's return as grateful guests, ready to support the people and places we love.